see. Well, here I am again with the Consew CP206RL industrial. Basically, it's a portable industrial machine. And I'm going to show you how to wind the bobbin. As you'll notice, it has a different way of threading it than most other machines. And when you go to wind a bobbin, and the bobbin is underneath, just like your other regular machines, I finagled my own little extension for a thread guide. I took a wire hanger and I molded it so that it will hold the thread up, because I don't have the attachment that does that for this machine, so I made my own. And it was just a little, pair of wire cutters, and it was easy enough to do. So when you go to thread this for doing a bobbin, you take your thread from the back, and I've got a knot in here already. I don't know how that happened, but let me get that little knot out of there. There we go. And the thread goes in this little pole. There's 2 holes, and you go through the top one first from the back, like so. Get it in there. There it goes. And it comes through the front. So now I've got it through the front. Then it goes from behind into the bottom hole. This is what creates the proper tension for, this was a little loose, so I tightened it up. So now I've got it through the top hole and down through the bottom hole. And let me show you that a little close up so you can see it. Yeah, it's hard to do this. There we go. So it came in from the back, through this top hole, and in the side of this bottom hole, and comes around here. Now, after you've got it there, just like you do your other sewing machines, except for one thing, you don't cross it, because normally on top of your regular sewing machine, you do an X. But you're going to come around to this little wheel here, and you go from the left around that little wheel, or whatever you want to call it, and it comes back over here to go onto. I have a bobbin with no thread on it, just to show you, because I'm going to be using a lot of the black. So I've got a class 16 or 15 bobbin, kind of has all little holes around it. It's just like the one that came with the machine. They're exactly the same, as you can see. And I'm going to take this thread and put it through one of those holes from the inside, wrap it around a couple of times, and then put it on the bobbin post. Now, sometimes this little plastic piece here that tells it to shut off when it's full can get knocked around. So if your bobbin's not threading, it's probably because this isn't in the right position. We'll see if it's in the right position or not. And you snap it in place. And then on the end here, I can show you this. This is your needle release. That's this knob right here. Let's see if I've got this in here. It's hard to tell. There we go. This, you turn it towards yourself so it loosens it. It disengages the needle so the needle doesn't go up and down while you're doing the bobbin. So we're going to put this back over here. And the foot pedal is down below here. And I'm just going to see if I've got that little plastic piece in the right spot to do this bobbin. I'm going to close quarters here. There we go. And go for it. Something snagged in the back here. Okay. You don't want to go in there, huh? All right, well, we'll do it this way. I'm going to put it on this little, just the top hook part, and stick that over there and see if that fixes the problem. Now I see It seems to be doing all right. I don't see a tangling up anywhere else. But you want it to have the right amount of tension. There it goes. And it goes around. So that's how you wind your bobbin. And then you disengage it. That metal ring on the side, you tighten that back up. And your bobbin should be ready to go. And I did not bring my scissors down here. How dare I? Well, I'm going to just tear this off. Well, no, I'm not. I guess I'm not. I had a pair of scissors. This is some hard stuff to cut. Well, that's why it's supposed to be, because it's for leather, obviously. I'm just going to try to use these little snips here to cut it. And okay, there we go. So I did miss the top. That's why my bobbin was doing some weird stuff. I thought I had it through that hole, and I didn't. So now I got to re-thread it. I'm going to show you how to thread this machine the right way, since I did it the wrong way the other day. I didn't realize I was missing this step. So it goes in the top. It looked like I was in there, but I guess it's so shiny I can't tell. There we go. So now it's in the top hole. And then we're going to go in the bottom hole, like it's supposed to. And hopefully I can get a clean cut on this for some reason. That's better. Yeah. Okay, and then we'll stick this in the bottom hole from the side. And it comes across. This is when you're doing regular threading, okay? And then you go around this top part through that little thread guide. There's a little thread guide here, and I'll show you a close-up of this. And then you go in and out these 3 holes, okay? So you go in the first one. This is to create your proper tension. Of course, I didn't have my scissors downstairs. I took them upstairs. And come back up. Like this. Now, some machines will have this vertical. This one's actually horizontal. And you want to make sure that you get it in and out. Like that. Then it goes back down. Like that. And then it goes into your tension disc. I'm trying to think of what that was called. The tension disc. So it goes in there between the plates, and you want to make sure that your foot is up, so it releases the tension off of it. And it's always going to be a little tight for whatever you're doing, especially when you're dealing with leather. And then it goes through the eye of the needle, or the thread arm. I call it all different things. Okay, so I've got make sure my thread is between those 2 plates where it's supposed to be. And I think it's off. Come on. Now it's behind it. It doesn't need to be behind it. It needs to be there. Okay. And then it goes, I need more slack. Didn't give myself enough slack. Okay, come on. I had it wrapped around there too tight. There we go. There we go. So that goes down. I'm having issues with my spool back there. see what's going on with that. There we go. And down through the plates, up through that little hole there. Like I said, in the thread arm. Pull that through. I don't want to get it tangled up again. There we go. And make sure that it catches this little guy. Gotta make sure that it catches this guy right here. Okay? Gotta catch that guy. Or else it's just not gonna work right. There we go. Because you want it to come up and down. And there's a hole in front of the needle here. I'm going to give you a close-up view in just a second. So it goes through the front of this hole. And these needles are in here sideways. So in a regular sewing machine, your thread goes in from front to back. This one, it goes in side to side in the needle. It goes in the... You don't have a thread guide in front other than this little hole in this metal housing, which I'll show you. I need proper lighting down here. And I didn't bring the lamp down. So, like that. Through the front. And then it gets fed through the needle, through the side. And it's got a pretty good sized hole in there, so hopefully I'll hit it. But since I don't have a smooth edge on my thread, it's probably not going to go. But I'm going to try. See if I can get it in there. I probably should use one of my needle threading little tools. Alright, you guys. I know you're there. I'll have to turn this so I can see the angle. The only thing is this does not have a light to it, which I wish it did. But I do have a little LED light that I can attach to it that is, I don't know if this machine's magnetic or not. Because I'm having a heck of a time without having a smooth edged thread. But anyway, so the thread goes in through this way. I just don't have, I thought I had a pair of scissors down here. I'm pretty sure I did. Oh, there they are. It would help if I look around, right? I'm wasting everybody's time. Nice clean cut. Now that should go through there. Cut their fingers. Oh, there it is. And it's right not there. Why do they keep going behind it? I don't know. Oh, because that's in the way. Sometimes the thread gets in my way. It wants to make things difficult. There we go. Now we got it through the needle. And the funny thing is, sometimes it likes to wrap around the bottom and gets it tangled up. So you want to make sure that that is a straight through deal. And I just pulled it out. This isn't, it's got a little crook in the string here, or thread. So we're going to go like, I'm going to keep this damn thing behind. And come on, be nice to me today. There we go. So that way, I'm going to guide this thing. I don't want it to get tangled up around the foot. And go that way. So, because it's still got to go to the side. Why do you have to do that to me today? To see how it wants to twist around the post. And it's not supposed to do that. So I need to grab the bottom, straighten that little booger out. I don't know why thread does that. It does it on my other machines too. So now we're all set in there. We've got our thread on our bobbin. And it's just like any other sewing machine. Your bobbin casing is the same. And you put it with your thread on the top. Right in there. This up. you pull it through that little groove, and it goes right in that little hole, just like you do with any other bobbin. Goes back in the machine, same way. So now I'm going to show you this threading job. Okay, the threading goes like this. It goes from this hole through, down the side, over here, behind this, through this thread guide, down, up, down, around the tension disc, grabs this wire arm here, goes up through the thread arm, and then down through this thread guide in front of the needle, and then the thread goes not from front to back, it goes from left to right. So the thread is on the left hand side of the needle, and it comes through here. Now, since I couldn't see what I was showing you, I hope it all comes out. I'll do a preview if I have to do it again. But that's how you thread the Consew CP206RL and how you thread the bobbin. Thanks for watching.